Hey, welcome back to the Sports Fury. I am Josh.
And I'm Sean.
And we are talking the NFL Top 100 players
so
of
exciting.
2017. It finally wrapped up.
So excited.
Finally wrapped up after weeks of build-up, and they're putting it out at bits and pieces, right?
I'm excited, Josh.
And why?
I'm excited to shit on this list.
Fuck yeah. Fuck the NFL Top 100 list.
It's
every
pointless.
single year it comes out, and we're just like, fucking Jesus.
Even players
Who
are shitting
gives
on
a
it now.
shit?
Even players, not just us. Players are shitting on it.
And you know what's fucked up? Here's how this list is conducted. It's conducted by having the players vote and which makes this list.
Like, they're not biased.
Absolutely not. Yeah,
No.
sure. No. And this is how I imagine it goes when these guys are voting for the top 100. You know, it's probably through a phone call or maybe an email, right? More than likely.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, they're in the off season. They're either on vacation, they're spending time with their family, or they're getting ready for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
And they could give a fuck. And they're just clicking, you know, the names that they know, the top guys, right?
Yeah.
Or their guys. Because
they're buddies. They're teammates. Like,
yeah, because this list makes no fucking sense
None.
for the most part. It never does, right?
Nope.
So let's get into it, okay?
Yeah.
So the number one guy, Tom Brady, right? He's rated number one. Do you agree with that? Tom Brady as the number one player from last season.
Now, Tom Brady had a great season. There's no doubt about that. But not number one. Now, I had a feeling he was probably going to be number one because of what happened in the Super Bowl, right? But he still wasn't the best player all year. That is not even close to being true.
No. Matt Ryan had one of the greatest fucking seasons by a quarterback of all time.
Oh, Matt Ryan destroyed it. He killed everybody.
And then he had two quarterbacks go ahead of him on this list.
God.
Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. And these guys are great. These guys are fucking fantastic quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But over Matt Ryan and what he did, I don't think that was right.
I'll say this. If it was Tom Brady just over Matt Ryan, I would have been like, okay, I can understand.
And they were close?
Yeah, they were close.
Like, there's a gap there.
That's fine. You know, whatever, because of the Super Bowl, there's always going to be that thought in your mind. But Aaron Rodgers?
Nah.
A Packer?
Right. I mean, yeah, so Matt Ryan deserves to be higher than fucking 10.
Going on?
So, now, number 2 overall, Von Miller.
Oh, God.
Von Miller, number 2 overall? What?
So, Von Miller, he wasn't even Defensive Player of the Year.
That was Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Khalil Mack won Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
He didn't even lead the league in, like, any categories. He was second in sacks. But Vic Beasley was number 1 in sacks, but he was rated way down there.
Yeah, Vic Beasley
was 40th?
Ranked 40th.
40th. Yes, the sack leader was ranked 40th on the list.
Yeah.
But that's another topic, another conversation we'll have later. But yeah, so how are you gonna have Von Miller number 2? He didn't have a miraculous dominant year.
Do you think he should even be in the top 10?
No.
He should be outside, like maybe like 12, 15.
No, because he was up there in sacks, right? And he was, you know, he does have. This is the thing with a guy like Khalil Mack and Von Miller. They're going to have more of an impact on the game, even outside of the stat sheet.
Okay.
So you know you're always going to have those guys up there, but not in the top 5.
Not in the top 5. So
I'd
between
say
5,
bottom end, like
between
8
5
or
and
10.
10. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'd
okay.
say 8 through 10, because you have these offensive players that murdered.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the top receivers in the top 100. Julio at number 3, Antonio Brown at 4, Odell Beckham at number 8. Do you agree in that order?
I like those.
Okay.
I like those orders.
In that order, okay.
Hands down. There's
All
no
right.
argument there.
So there, it's okay. Okay, so let's talk about some other quarterbacks. Derek Carr, number 11. Dak, 14. But Drew Brees at 16th? 16th?
All right.
Dak and fucking Derek Carr. And I like Derek Carr. And I like Dak.
Yeah.
Right? But as a Cowboys fan, do you think that they should go ahead over Brees, even Dak?
No. Now, I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. I love Dak Prescott, but he does not deserve to be over Drew Brees.
No.
He had a great season. I guess you look at the teams.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Rookie
Cowboys,
of the year. He was Rookie of the Year.
Cowboys compared to the Saints were fucking no competition. But you look at the stats. You're looking at players, individual players, not looking at teams right now.
Yeah, you're ranking
the players themselves. So having Dak Prescott over Drew Brees is ridiculous. Now, I can understand maybe Derek Carr, right? Because you felt like he might have been up there if he'd have stayed healthy the whole time, and he was dominant in a lot of aspects of the game. Managing the game, I think he led the league in fourth quarter comebacks, I think, most of the year. Derek Carr. So I can understand Derek Carr being ahead of Brees, but not Dak.
See, I wouldn't even put Dak over fucking Brees. Now, here's one guy who I thought was ranked pretty fucking shitty. It was Matthew Stafford at number 31. He was 6th in passing, threw for 4,327 yards. And I'm a Bears fan. I don't want to, kiss anyone's ass in the rest of the NFC North, right? Especially another quarterback.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Matthew Stafford at 31, I thought he had a damn good season last year. And
he
all
should've
those
probably been ahead of
all those
Dak.
comebacks or whatever, put him, top 20, at least.
He
for me.
should have probably been
That's what I would have did.
He should have been ahead of Dak. I'll admit it. He should have been ahead of Dak Prescott.
All right, let's talk about some running backs. Adrian Peterson, number 9. He makes the list, despite the fact that he only played 3 games last year.
Was it 3? Okay.
He
played
only
more than I
had
thought.
37 attempts on 72 yards. And he had
didn't break 100?
He had 0 touchdowns.
3 games, he didn't break 100 yards.
Yeah. But guess who didn't make the list, though? Adrian Peterson makes the fucking list. Only played 3 games, 70 yards. Fucking Jordan Howard, my boy from the Bears.
Who's that?
Jordan Howard didn't even make the fucking list. He was second in rushing.
Who's Howard?
Jordan, motherfucker. Jordan Howard didn't even make the top 100.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
That's ridiculous. He's
At
number
all?
2. He was number 2 in rushing, and he didn't make the top. I don't understand it.
That pissed me
He
off.
should have been in top 10, top 15.
Or
That's what I'm
anyway,
saying.
fuck, at least put him on the goddamn list. But he didn't even make the list, even though he was
That's
second
why
in rushing
this is a joke. It's
behind
all
Zeke.
a popularity contest. This happened to AP before when he got suspended for beating his child. When you had him in fantasy, remember, he didn't play 1 game all year long, and yet he was still ranked in the top 100, which is ridiculous.
Just another reason why this list is absolute shit. I mean, Jordan Howard, 1,313 yards on just 252 attempts. Average 5.2 yards a carry.
He had a fucking phenomenal year.
God damn it. That pissed me off, man. Now some of
understand it.
the other running backs, Jay Ajayi, 69th, despite the fact that he rushed for 4th most rushing yards.
He was right there. I'm shocked about that. Now I can understand why some players are hesitant because he did go off just for that certain small stretch,
But
right?
still finished 4th though.
He finished 4th. He was probably one of the hottest running backs.
Yeah, his start was
horrible.
fucking.
They almost cut him.
Yeah, it looked like he wasn't gonna make it in Miami. But once he got going, he couldn't be stopped.
No.
Now LeGarrette Blount ranked 80th, even despite the fact that he was 8th in rushing and had the most touchdowns by any running back with 18.
18?
Yeah.
Oh my god! How? Like I can understand people are kind of hesitant, like, oh, maybe he's a system guy, or maybe he was just a goal line back. But no, he had over 1,200 yards. He said, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand it. That's
fucking
outrageous.
I thought DeMarco Murray should have been higher on the list.
Oh, hands down. Murray was what, 3rd?
No. Now, here's your top 3 running backs. Zeke at number 7.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell at number 9. David Johnson at 12. To me, I would
flip-flop David and Le'Veon.
David and Le'Veon and have him and Zeke be the top 2, right?
Yeah.
But
was Murray 4th or 3rd in rushing? That's what I'm asking.
I think Murray was 3rd in rushing behind
Murray
Zeke
had a
and
phenomenal
Howard.
year. He should have been higher than LaShawn
LaShawn McCoy,
who was higher than him. McCoy was the 4th back on the list.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, McCoy had a good year, but Murray destroyed.
Now let's talk about some guys that just complete fucking shockers, just like Jordan Howard.
Yeah,
not even be on the list. How the fuck did J.J. Watt make the list?
Oh, and that's what actually
at 35.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Players are calling out. He even tweeted out or whatever. And he called out the NFL's top 100 list. He said
the man himself.
He's like,
called
how
it
am
out.
I even rated this high when Jadeveon Clowney was rated lower than him? And Jadeveon Clowney had a great year. He had a breakout year. And yet J.J. Watt, who barely played.
Yeah.
What the this is why it's a joke.
Here's another guy. Luke Kuechly at number 20.
Oh, God.
He only played 10 games last year.
10 games, and yet he wasn't even top 10 or anything in tackles.
But Jordan Howard couldn't make the top 100
I am shocked.
at all.
I'm shocked.
This
is why they need to change. If they want to add any kind of
fuck this shit
legitimacy to this list, they need to change up the voting.
Absolutely. Get it away from having the players vote, because obviously they don't give a fuck. They're not even really thinking about it, right? They're just going with what they know, the guys that they know. Fuck this. They should change it to having the writers and analysts making up this list.
Don't they? NFL Network always does those top 10s of all these different things, right? Catches, players, positions, right? Games. And they're always analysts and sports writers doing those votings. Why don't they do the top 100 every year?
Right, exactly. And they got to, because you know what? As each year goes by, this list gets more and more ridiculous, and more people are like getting fed up with this top 100 list every year.
You know, when it first started, I liked it at first.
Right. Okay.
But then I realized how stupid it was.
Exactly. Just like, wait a minute, that's not right.
I was like, that makes no sense.
So they gotta absolutely change it because people are, they're getting on that train of like, you know what, I'm not even gonna watch it. I don't give a fuck about it. Everyone's shitting on it on Facebook, Twitter, social media. No one gives a fuck about the top 100 because it's so stupid.
They had to do a segment talking about it on NFL Network. Oh, why are people hating on it? It's not our fault.
Are you fucking kidding? It is your fault. It's your fucking network. You're the one who's producing and putting this list together.
And it's like, they're like, well, it's the players, guys. No, bitch. You're the one that's
You make the rules.
You made the rules of the list. Don't put it off on the players.
How? Because they think we're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Now, and so that's why people are like, they're turning on this fucking list. They don't want to see this shit no more. So that if the NFL Network is smart, they will fucking change how they put this list together.
They need to do something.
And they do it as soon as next year comes live because it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. So
if I was some players, I'd boycott this fucking list.
So what do you guys think? Please tell me you agree with us that the NFL Top 100 Players list is just getting more and more garbage.
I'm going to make a bold statement. I don't think we're going to have any dislikes on this video.
We better not. I mean, because who the fuck?
Who's going to dislike what we just said? Because none of this is arguable.
Luke Kuechly?
Nobody can argue with what the fuck we just said.
Maybe Luke Kuechly fucking dislikes this.
Luke Kuechly? No,
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Tom Brady? I'm number one, bitch. Dislike.
Giselle. Don't talk about my man.
Yeah. But, yeah, let us know what you guys think. Are you right there with us that this list is an absolute fucking joke? Or are you fucking nuts and you think this shit is legit? I don't know. But anyway, be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with everybody. Let us know about your boys here at the Sports Fury. And,
and follow us on Twitter.
Yes, follow us on Twitter.
Check us out.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.